Yeah. Shout out to Reed Pitts, Tampa Bay Buccaneers finest.
Word, 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 word.
Boy, he made that 53-man roster, man. That's a
3
true,
man.
true
That's
blessing.
big.
Now the dream real, fellas. Like
Yes, sir.
it ain't even aspirational no more. Like, you know, like every person that done got to that level, um, don't made it. You know, we 2 for 2 as far as like, you know, 2 undrafted guys to actually, you know, make a 53. So that's big. Shout out to Reed. Also, shout out to Dorian.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Big shout out to you. Shout out to you, KMJ. You know, got that first
Mm-hmm.
pick of the year. Got that first pick
Took
of the
that
year.
year.
Had a little wiggle at the end.
Let's say he got busy with it too.
That
So
boy,
Yeah, he had a
yes.
little he just
Boy
did a
was
little
fast,
bit
boy.
more wiggle.
Uh, nah, bro. I wish they was blocking more. Probably
Nah,
went 6. That was the 98 yarder.
That could have been a school
but
record, huh?
you should have you should have hit
I should
Cub
have
with a
gave him one
spin
more.
move.
he
Yeah,
didn't
you
want to
should have.
hurt nobody.
Nah, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. Really, I didn't see. It's like when I cut back across everybody's face, he popped up at the last second in my vision because I really didn't see him at first. And I saw the quarterback too, and I'm like, damn, I ain't got enough time to diddy bop both of them. So like,
No, you got a Diddy Bob both of them, cuz.
nah, for real.
Hey, cuz these moments don't. It's bruh. But I was so
Nah, it's
hyped.
definitely
Like I
surreal though. Like the way the play happened. So like, I'm gonna break it down. Like they actually scored on a similar play in a similar formation, but they was in a bunch instead. And based on what they do, like I knew the formation. Trips tight gun there. So the running back and the tight end on the same side. Tight end on the ball. 3 receivers to the field. They got the bender by 3 with the seam by 2. He was in a man car. I just knew that he really wanted a 1-on-1 with the slot fade for real. The 3 was really to drain the high safety out. So I just took 2 steps that way, broke on it, and the rest, y'all saw the rest.
Yeah.
So you was
and
playing
that's
that field safety or that boundary safety.
uh, I think I was at boundary then.
So you was away from the trips.
Yeah, I was away from the trips, but
Yeah,
you know, I'm pre-aligned in the post, so I'm in between boundary 1 and field 2.
right.
Yeah,
nah. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard. Like and it. I think that's a good segue point because it's you know not very many people would know what goes into like actually making the play, bro. Like
yeah,
like every week is a scholarship player too. Like you can't take that away. You can't necessarily look at the name on the front of the jersey right all the time. You gotta be locked in.
yeah. You
You
gotta be
gotta
locked
be
in,
locked in. Like
especially when it comes to skill players, because like everybody know, like a lot of the main differences be between all the different levels is the trenches. If we being honest, like the physicality, how big they are, from P5 to Group of Five to FCS to D2. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good players everywhere. They just may be undersized for the position. And
right.
technique definitely will put you over the top. I'd say about 80%, but the other 20% still matter. You know what I'm saying, as far as physicality side.
Did did,
I
did
think
things slow down for you since like from game one to game
Yeah,
two?
yeah. It really from my freshman year up to now for like
Nah.
just the way I'm playing. Gratitude to Norwood, man. I always shout out Norwood. He played a big part in my life as far as my development, playing my freshman year, becoming an All-American, things like that. So in a way, I just approach the game now.
That's a
word.
fact.
Shout
I
out to
I seen the
Norwood.
difference between last week and this week though. That's why I asked.
Oh yeah, I had to be more poised. Last week for real, that targeting should have been an interception if I would have just kept my cool. I was really worried about a play I had got cracked back on. I was really looking for smoke.
Oh, so you caught a target and John, you got kicked out?
Yeah, I got kicked out. Yeah, I got kicked out. So I didn't even play the first half last week.
Bruh, see, you ain't put that in the group text.
Yeah,
Cause you
yeah,
know, bro, I can't really find nothing over here. Like they not gonna never be like
yeah,
on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
but I ain't know that, bro. I ain't
Yeah, I
know
got
that.
kicked out. Yeah, I got kicked out the first half.
Oh, bro, how that felt?
I mean, it was what it was for real. Just sit on the sideline, see what they was doing. That's how I know what to expect for real when I actually like got on the field for the second half. See like what they was trying to set up, like certain plays that they could possibly run. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what we were showing a lot of too high shell rolling down the one, things like that. So really just trying to understand where they trying to go with the ball. And certain shells, like one high, I knew they was attacking the single boundary side a lot if it's a receiver over there. If not, they attacking the two to the field. So it's definitely knowledge in the game to make it slow.
Mental reps.
Facts. That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, obviously, you know, um, back home we had a couple big, would you call them upsets? Would y'all say that? Was they upsets?
I mean, I don't necessarily call it upset. I think I would call it one team was better prepared. Yeah, wanted it more than the other team, you know.
And that
Yeah.
that brings up a whole nother conversation. But I think what just what Kerry has been sharing with us, it'd be good to just talk about that part of the game, right? The mental part. I watched the big game from back home late Friday night, and a lot of good players, bro. A lot of good players out there. Definitely, I always thought GW was very well coached and hard to prepare for. When I was coaching,
Yeah.
like they would definitely keep me up. Like that
Shout
week,
out Grant Wells.
yeah, that week, yeah. Shout out Grant Wells. Um, that week was always because they'll do anything, right? They're gonna play 3-by-1. They're gonna play obviously 2-by-2. They're gonna come out and empty. They're gonna give you some quads looks. So just as a person who's defending them, that's you got to be ready for whatever messing with they OC and what they do. But I think tying in what Kerry was saying, I think some of the guys who have the D1 dream. Whether you got an offer or not, I'm not really speaking to nobody particularly, but I think it would be wise to tap into what like the neck up, if you will, right? Like, cause I mean, if you're gonna go D1, bro, you better have a D1 motor.
Absolutely.
You better be ready to go, like play
Absolutely.
every play, like it's
As
the
hard as you
last play.
can. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's the last. You got to learn to strain. You got to learn, and like I can't recall a time where it was like, and obviously Kerry was a quarterback, so we couldn't just play him. I couldn't play him every week, right? Like, the head coach just wasn't gonna let that happen. You know what I'm saying? But I think Henry can speak to this. Like, I recall one game, like I literally had to go to him like, bro, slow the hell down. You are doing entirely too much. Like, you're playing offense. Obviously, you going on D today, and then like you throwing screens, you leaking out, trying to lead block. Like, I'm talking like sprint after sprint after sprint after sprint, right? And so I look at Henry and I'm like, bro, dude, doing too much. And so I go to Kerry and I'm like, bro, slow the hell down a little bit. And then when I leave him, Henry look at me like, it's kind of beautiful though. Like, it's kind of beautiful to see someone exert that much energy and effort like into this.
Every play.
This is committed Kerry. So he's committed. Like, he don't really, like, we knew what it was, you know? But you, along with all of the other things that go into it, man, like, we gotta start preparing these young men for the mental side of the game. It is not sitting to be easy.
It's not gonna be easy.
What
And
Henry,
you don't really want to put nothing bad on film, but like D1 to me is like what you was talking about with Kerry. Like Reek was the same way, Rand was the same way. Like, bruh, like people ain't taking plays off at the next level, and people out of state ain't taking plays off in high school. So like when people say D1, if they don't got a motor, it's gonna be hard to stay there.
Nah, that's a fact.
yeah,
It's gonna be hard to compete, bro. You gonna get lost in the sauce because
and
really the environment that you used to, bro. You used to being the big fish.
yeah,
When you get up here, bro, everybody the big fish. You know what I'm saying? And like, let's be real, like a lot of people coming from better traditional football areas, especially in the South. So like the competition and the mental state of the game is completely different where they come from. And really, like, you wouldn't know until you go. Like, we catching up.
Now, that's a fact. Like, bro, any college you go to, I don't care what level it is, damn near everybody on the team, they was all state. So like, that don't really matter. We gotta get that mindset out the kid's head. Like, I was all state or whatever. Like,
yeah, that don't matter, bro.
everybody, man, it's 50 other guys that was all state. Like,
Yeah,
Man, I didn't even win a listen, the people won the Kennedy, not even on scholarship.
man,
They wasn't before.
Wait,
And that's
you
not
said what, bro?
that's not no diss. I'm saying as far as like the rewards and things like that, like a lot of those things don't matter. A lot of that stuff is politics, bro, for real. Like, I didn't even win a Kennedy, and I went to
You
the
said the
in-state
Kennedy.
school.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
See what I'm saying? So like, and I didn't even win the Carly Award. Like, and I'm I'm the only DB. I'm the number one DB in the state.
yeah, not facts. Henry hit this on the nail when he talking about
Like,
the motor of it. I think the game changes, bro, from high school to college in all aspects. You talking about mentally, emotionally, all that physically, it changes to a whole different speed. And when you talking about taking plays off, it's impossible. Like, it's zero tolerance because you got 9 other people in your position room that's trying to take your spot every day, on and off. So it's like having that mentality is a no-go. And I think Henry said it the best. Like, we got to get that out of our kids' head. Like, you being the best in West Virginia don't mean nothing. Because as soon as you sign that national letter of intent, bro, it's a dog-eat-dog world. And all them, like, it just changes, bro. So I think that was a perfect thing to say, Henry.
you gotta have the same. You gotta have the same mental that you have now. Like, a killer mentality, bro. Like, you gotta come in like, yo, I'm not sitting the bench.
But do you see? I don't know. I'll speak for me. I don't see very many killer mentalities. Like, I will say this, bruh, and I don't believe in singling kids out, right? You know what I'm saying? But I would tell you this, bruh. 6, Wayne Harris, killer.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it don't matter. It don't matter what phase of the game we talking about. Okay, he a receiver. Bro, you can put that man at running back, bro. Put that man at tight end, safety, corner, kick return, punt return, gunner. Right? He's trying to take somebody's head off. Period.
Period.
But see, that doesn't just happen on Friday night. Right? That is how you prepare, right? It's how you study, right?
It's how who you hang with.
It's who you hang with. right? It's your inner circle. It's all of it. And so that leads to my next question to you guys. So whose job, if you will, job is it? Because right, you can be a coach. Like I could have had Kerry Martin and Carry On and K Fig and K Hill, right? But if I just let them ease through the week, week after week after week after week, just not pressing the issue, like, bro, you offered, bro, right? You know, if I treat you like the star, does it really help you?
No, because it
No.
becomes complacent. You start being complacent and start being satisfied on where you at, and then you don't give yourself to grow or make no improvements in your game.
Mm-hmm.
You always
Word.
have somebody in your corner that's going to tell you you suck when you suck, and when you do good, do better. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And you was that for us. We would go to these camps. We might have a great camp, but then the first thing you go point out to is like Rand, you weren't good at this. When we get back in Charleston, it's time to get better at this. You kept pushing us to always make room for improvement in our games, mentally and physically. So you
Mm-hmm.
definitely
Facts though.
have somebody to hold you accountable.
I'm trying to be that for Teray Junior and Madman and stuff. Like where like y'all had a good game, but you still got
It's
to fix
more.
this.
It's way
Yeah,
more, way
it's
more,
Word.
more.
way
That's
more.
hard. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard. Like, some of the best moments, right? Like, to your point, Turan, just going to these camps, you know. Like, let me say this, like, bro, hands down, Henry was the best DB damn near at every camp we went to. Like, if you looking at the drills, you looking at the work that they putting them through, like, like Cuz could do all of that, right? But he was just a little bit undersized. So I say that to say, like, it was times we would go and be the best and not get old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now for 4, 5, 6 hours, depending on where we at, I gotta drive y'all home and critique you guys, but at the same time continue to build you up, right? Critique you in a way that, man, it's their fault you ain't get off. It ain't your fault. Like, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's gonna be your fault, right? But it ain't, but we always gotta, because that emotional side of it, bro. Like, once a kid's confidence go, bro, it's over. It's hard to come back once your confidence, like, that's why in years past, bro, like really prior to all of y'all, bro, it wasn't a lot of West V kids just going and staying. Like
Nah.
we have a kid here, a kid there who may get an offer somewhere and go, but it be the other things. It be the non-physical things. Like Rand said, the emotional side of it, right? Like coaches play games, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just part of what we doing, and it's a business for them too.
Right. Because you got to think
Like
about it, like, and not to cut you off, but I say this a lot too, like to my teammates and things like that, like learning from experience and what I've been through at my other institution, like a lot of things now, like you gotta really see through tone because it's coming from another place. Like it's really like the lottery for coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like they gambling everything on us. Like without us, they family can't eat. So with this being in your mind, like you gotta know like a lot of these things that they saying, it's not really. It's high. I had them type emotions too. If I had 400,000 and you don't blitz or pick up a blitz, for real, like this real talk. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how we provide for our family. So
but it's wild though. It's wild though. And as a coach, I always like once I became a coach, I started to realize like, oh, like I'm asking these kids to do some like strenuous shit though.
yeah, that too though.
Like
It's the
like
other
like
side
I'm
of that too.
Yeah, but so where's the respect though? Like, so
Right.
you can one game, right? Like you can be in front of 100,000, right, and make the play that leads to you know the game, right? When the
Mm-hmm.
dub, but then 6 months later, 8 months, 9 months later, right? Coach done brought another player in. Maybe he had bounced back from somewhere bigger, or maybe he just a guy from an area he liked,
Mm-hmm.
and you can be caught getting the short end of the stick.
Right.
And like I say, while I don't think that's fair, I do think it takes some mental fortitude to be able to persevere through those moments, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Right, like that has nothing to do with how you go through drills, or who your trainer is, or right. Did you win? That don't have nothing to do with that. That's something that's within everybody. And I think it's important for parents. I think it's important for young players to know that like you're gonna go through some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Like
Nah,
this
for real.
next 4 or 5 years, maybe 6 years in some cases of your life is gonna be the hardest, funnest, most important time of your life, right? Because you setting up how you are as a father, you setting up how you are as a husband, how you are as a man, not only just a football player, right? But it's these moments, bro. And I hope Cuddy don't, Cuddy stop me if I'm talking too much. But like I watch my cousin, bro, bury his brother and leave and go play a football game, bro. And this is in a matter of like 2 hours.
Word, bro. No, that's a fact, bro. And then to do that, and you you'll do anything for this coach or whatever, but he don't even ask you. You feel me about your brother or anything. So like that's what you gotta. Sometimes you gotta realize like you know football is football. Like this white man don't look at nothing like he just looking at football. Like it's just X's and O's for him. So you gotta have the same mindset. You can't bring that. You can't bring if it ain't about football. You can't talk to everybody about everything.
Right.
A lot of kids, they don't know the difference. And at the
You can't
time,
bring
bruh,
business to a personal.
I didn't know how to take it. You know, I'm like,
Let me ask you this. So just for clarity, and so like your coach never asked like how you was, like your mental health, like for real.
never, never.
And so, but how did you respond to that though? Because
How to
and let me say this real quick. Like, obviously, I mean, it's crazy, bro. Like, I love you to death, cuz like my daddy died, bro. Like, you saw it, bro. We ain't gotta go into that, but I was hurt. And like seeing you that day was like, oh shit, I gotta get my shit together because my cousin watching. You know what I mean? So fast forward to when Big Cuz passed, like I watched you that whole day. I'm like, damn. Like damn. Then we get to the repass and you like, nah, cuz I gotta go play a game. I'm like, what? I'm
Word,
like,
yeah.
huh? I'm like, cuz I'm gonna be there. So I'm looking at you play, bro. And I don't know, but it just looked like, bro, that was your sanctuary. That was your happy place. It was like as much as you was dealing with, it didn't look like it.
Mm.
And it didn't look like it because, bro, I ain't never had like just recently, probably a couple months ago, it was my first time dealing with like like damn, my brother really gone. I ain't have no time to think of like, not to say I didn't think about it, but I ain't have no time to really feel anything. Like nigga, it was time to play. Like the next week, the next day was time to play. Like it wouldn't like I couldn't do it. You can't think about. I wasn't allowed to think about anything besides football. So like once you remove from it, you really find out who you are as a man and who
Right.
who you want to be as a father. So
Right.
it just it tests you.
So did you ever speak to the coach about that part of it?
Nah, because like, bro, you got to realize like I can't talk about like he still got both his parents. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and he's like 40. He got his grandparents. So like, I can't talk to a white man about deaths when he ain't really lost nobody that's important to him. Like, he wouldn't understand that. Like, there's a lot of coaches that they don't feel what young black man is going through. On the daily. So like, when he called me in to talk, like, bro, it ain't nothing. Like, the conversation should have been happening. So, bro, I don't got nothing to talk about. Like, this is after my senior season. I'm about to go into coaching. You just want to have this conversation so you can go back to the players and like, whoop de whoop, whoop de whoop. So like, I didn't even give him that conversation because, bro, you didn't care when the
When it
shit happened.
happened. Right. And I think, but this is just one case, right? This is just one case. But from my seat where I sit, it's like everyone has went through something.
Yes.
Every single one of these young men who you may follow on social media, you may be a fan and proud and happy of where they are. Everyone's went through something that like changed either life as they know it, or at least how they think about life. You know what I'm saying? So the point I'm making is, it's really more than just having a trainer or a coach on your side. Like, you need someone you can draw from, someone with real experiences, because all we see is what we see on Saturday.
That's about
And
3% of this.
yeah.
I
That's
wouldn't
a very
even
small
agree.
thing of the whole thing.
Yes.
Like, I can recall, like, Turan, right? Turan is all the way in California. Like, everything is foreign, from like the food is foreign, right? The people are foreign, right? Like, the landscape is foreign. Everything look different over here, like, and cuz calling me like, bruh, I'm in the middle of a desert. I'm like, Rand, go to the mall. Fam, it's 2 hours away. Rand, do this, bruh. It's I can't. I'm in the desert. You know what I'm saying? Then it was, midway through the year, he called me like, fam, bro, I don't know. I'm 3,000 miles away from home. It ain't going how I want it to go or how I saw it going. And I had to remind him. It was just a conversation. Just, hey, bro, listen, bro. Like, why are you telling me about everybody else? Tell me about Turan. Tell me what Turan is going to do when he wake up in the morning to, close the gap between where you at and where you want to go.
And you know what's so crazy about that conversation, Mike? We had a game like a couple of days later. We played LA Valley. I remember making that call. I was about to come home, and you told me that. And I'm like, bro, I gotta stick it out. And we played LA Valley. Bro, I had 3.5 sacks and like 4 TFLs, and that was the game that changed my life. Like, and I didn't even know Eastern Michigan was in the stands, bro. And I was ready to get a ticket to go back to Charleston. There's no cap, bro. Like, you talking about having somebody in your corner that understand you and you at your lowest, to be able to even have the experience to lift you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been a JUCO, you understand what it is to be with your family and your loved ones. So I was able to even accept that conversation from you because I know that you have been through that road that I was going through. And after that day, bro, I turned up. Like, you didn't let me lose belief in myself. Like, that phone call changed my life, bro. You don't even understand. Like, I went bonkers, bro.
Nah, I know, and that's what I was getting to. So 5 games into your college career, 0 sacks. Call home, like, bro, call to the one person that's like I say, if it is that, oh yeah, then you know, I'll come chip that coach tooth if it's like that. But nah, fam. It's more to this. Like you say, like experience is everything. You know what I'm saying? And you know, having good advice and good people who to advise you is everything. You know what I mean? So the next 5 games, right, which was your conference, which is the important part of a college season, right? You went crazy, all conference. So from October to January, you played yourself right into a D1 scholarship. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm speaking to the parent that got that talented kid, right? That everyone then told him his shit don't stink.
Word, bro. Shout out to you, Rand, for staying down and sticking out, and shout out to you, Cuddy, because like, you know, if he, I'm not saying if he would have called anybody else, they would have been like, you know, shit, come home, like, you know, but like,
Many would.
yeah, many
Many
would,
would've.
but I'm saying like we
Many would've.
got something dope like within the circle, like we not letting none of that go on, like
Facts.
even with like, you know, little cuz he was going through some stuff and we was like, nah, bro, you tripping, like, you know, stick it out. Like that's dope that niggas got like a circle that like we on that type time.
Right. And with Cuz, you know, shout out Cuz, he supposed to be in here. But with Cuz though, it's like he the quietest person in the group. So when he bring a problem to the, like when he say, yo, bro, these niggas playing, where everybody know they playing. Like he's not the one to cry wolf, so to speak. Like he gonna take whatever 4 years he been in school, bro. He ain't never called with no issue.
Right. Never
Called like, bro, I need help. Never once, not a, hey, bro, send me $50 gets never, cuz not him. So when he hit yesterday, like, bro, like I ain't feeling it. Like you said, to your point, Cuddy, it was dope to see everybody tap in. Like, oh, nah, bro, you go back to work. Go show them what you about.
it hit different when everybody, you know, everybody been through it.
Right.
You know, it brought him right back to life. Like, bro, I'm tripping. Let me get back to work. Like,
nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And I used the Q word. I said, bro, if you, and I'm gonna tell everybody what I said. I said, bro, I didn't type it out. I just used Q. I said, bro, if you Q, bro, you gonna have to see me from the shoulders. You're gonna have to see me from the shoulders flat out, bro. And I told him I'm not playing. I am, because we've never heard him say, bro, F this. We never heard him say F this about nothing, bro. You mean? So I'm sitting here thinking, like, what is he saying? Is he saying he want to quit? And he typed back when I said that. He said, bro, that ain't in my bloodline. Bet.
Yeah.
So let's go back to work. Let's go back to work then. Like, bro, we can't do nothing about the coach, bro. The same coach you was good enough for to go into probably the most historic program, you know, in college football and knock them off last year is the same coach who don't got you playing versus an FCS school. Now, college football, things happen, right? It's an academic side to it. You know, guys become ineligible and, you know, go back and forth with that all year long, right? You drop a class, you drop under 12 hours, you're ineligible that week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So injuries is another component, right? The social aspect. Guys go out Saturday night after a big win, you know, get, you know, pulled over or something, right? It's all of these things that happen like on these college campuses. You feel me? So, right, you can go from 1 week not playing at all to next week, your number get called. So it's two components to that. It's two components to that. One, you got to stay mentally, physically, and emotionally ready. But what about the other aspect? Like, Now and again, the same coach, you know, got the power to not play me or play me from week to week. So you got to know how to mine through that field, right? You got to know how to look the part, play the part, if you will. I don't believe in that, but you have to play the part at some point,
Bro, to, to,
right?
to piggyback on that, my first year of college, I was like, you know, crazy on the depth chart, like, probably like 16, like on some crazy stuff.
But
15,
they ain't
fourth
got
team.
16 DBs. Cut the shit.
Man, I'm just saying, the nigga was at the bottom of that motherfucker. That's what the nigga was saying. But anyway, shit. But a lot of shit happened. A couple niggas got injured. A couple niggas because of grades, like you said, bro. Before you know it, it's like the fourth game in the season, and I'm supposed to start because all this, everything went down. But at the beginning of the summer, I was at the bottom of the depth chart, just like talking about little cuz. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Like anything can
And he's
happen. That's
done
why
it.
you got to stay
He
down.
and he, he's done it. Cuz we talking to you. You've done it. You've done it. You've done it over and over and over again. You've been on the biggest stage of college football, cuz. Like, reach down deep inside of you and bring that pain, bro.
You got to, man.
Bring that pain. Bring that pain because you don't even know it, but out of us, you're the one. You're the 6'2", 215 dude that run and move and, do all of the things that, this position entails, bro. Stay down. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to be some shit, bro. It's going to be some shit that happened, bro. It ain't going to be easy. No one ever told you that. But we said it was going to be worth it in the end.
It's worthwhile.
Yeah, like whether when you become a father and a husband, whether, you become a coach or whatever you choose to do, 20 years from now, it's going to be these moments that make you able to persevere through anything. Like I've seen each and every one of y'all at y'all lowest points. Like I can go on for stories for days, right? Like I can remember being in California with you, cuz, like literally, we in Cali. Cuz get an email like, oh, he got to go back. It's school related. You know what I mean? Like, boom. That's what it is. We back in West V handling business. Everybody know Kerry done went through things. You know what I'm saying? So it's not all that, is hyped up to be. I mean, it is. It's everything that is hyped up to be. This opportunity is a big opportunity. If you're that young man or that young man's inner circle that has the opportunity to get outside of these mountains and change, the direction of lives, like his family's life, right? Then it's definitely worth looking at all components, all sides of the coin, as opposed to just thinking, if I go kill on the field, then they coming. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times that's true. But numbers say just because you go don't mean you got to stay.
Bro, it gets harder, bro.
Nah,
Like, yo,
facts.
like I'm telling you, like this is no lie. I got the Eastern Michigan in December. Like, January 3rd, first workout. I'm going through it. I'm dead tired, cramping up. The dude that came and sit on my couch and talked to my parents looked me dead in my face and said, I wish we didn't recruit your sorry ass. Right? That's how you talking about a man that you thought had your best interest, bro. Gonna look me in my face and tell me I wish we didn't recruit you. And you talking about when things get tough, bro. I was ready to really, really quit then, But like you had to, like Mike said, you gotta dig and find that pain. Like it's bigger than me, bro. If I quit right now, bro, my whole family's trajectory is 0 to none. So I had to dig deep and find that man in me, bro, find that dog in me. And that it took my game to a whole nother level when you can use your pain, as a avenue to go on the field and get better as a football player. It get harder, bro. It don't get easier. Just because you got D1 offers or you committed, bro, you got to be ready to work. do all types of craziness, bro. For sure.
I think that's hard, bruh. And just moving forward, like just with CLA, like these are the things that we all know, right? These are the things we're gonna build our program around, right? Like we can put you in situations that can tax you physically, mentally, and emotionally, right? We can tear you down to build you back up, right? Like it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be days you don't want to go to class. It's gonna be days you sore. Like right now, Kerry, you just played yesterday. You get treatment today?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right? Like it's not just, what you see on TV. It's not just what you see maybe on social. Like, like we all shared your pick. Like that was beautiful, bruh. But you explained how much went into just one play.
Yeah.
You got to know the down and distance, the situation, the formation, who
Mhm.
that dude is, who that
And that
dude
and not
on the
only
ball
that, you
is.
gotta
Like,
know what plays can possibly be yours. Like every play not gonna be yours. Like we say that all the time. Like yo, don't make these plays, make your plays. Your play is a routine play that come to you. You know what I'm saying? That will make you extraordinary. Doing that extraordinary things. You know what I'm saying? And that come with making routine plays routinely. And that's how you get buzz. If you think about everybody that has a lot of success, like they hardly miss any play that come to them.
right. The routine play, routinely. That's what I text
Right,
y'all. Make the routine play routinely. The routine play every damn time.
right.
Every it's a non-negotiable. You mean? And so like I back to the point, like we gonna surround these young men with the best of everything, right? Like we can provide the best mentorship program, right? Like we can provide the best off-season training program, right? And this is, this ain't using outdated information. Like this is real practical stuff. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more than X's and O's. You know what I'm saying? But that part is important too. But when it gets rough, what is your foundation? Right? When the trials and tribulations start to come, what is the foundation? What have you been trained and built upon? Like it ain't no secret, right? Like I got all the Kerry videos, bro. Practice footage. I'm talking about going back years from when he was in college, right? Whatever happened, with him, it was a time when he went back. He went back and he tried to fight for what was rightfully his, meaning his spot. He was just speaking his truth to power, and that's commendable. But I remember a conversation. I said, "Hey, bro, you think they're gonna ever play you?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "You think that?" "Yeah. I work hard. I do everything right." Right? We know how that ended, but in the end, he started to see like it's a little bit more than just what I do in the facility. Like it's a fraternity that they belong to that, for whatever reason, like I may have done something to make them not, really be feeling me. But he go to where he at today, and bro, I've never seen you happier. Like I've never seen you happier, bro. And like that was a good time. The WVU ride was a good time, bro. But some of the things you say in conversation, bro, you grew so much, bro. You matured so much because of that situation. Like, but it easily could have broke you. You
Mm.
easily could be back on the West right now, bro, doing God knows what. You mean?
Hmm.
But that fortitude that's inside of you, the ability to compartmentalize things that may be painful. Like some of this shit hurt, bruh.
Yeah, a lot of it
But you
do.
gotta be able to pick yourself back up and go
Yeah, and
attack
that's it.
that.
And I'm glad you said that. That segue to perseverance. You know, perseverance involves self-reflection, and that's how I was able to get the results on and the mental state I'm at right now.
Yeah,
You
nah,
know what I'm saying?
facts.
Yeah.
I ain't
I
gonna do
see it. But
it.
I urge people back home, especially if you're a parent of a child who has opportunities to do something, right? Because like it's bigger than football, right? Like, you know, Turan Rush ain't paid for school, right? Because of that, everything that he gained, because of that, right? That comes with that, him having a degree, right? Now, Kerry Rush got a chance, right? This shit generational, right?
Yeah.
You know, like people don't get that. It's always somebody watching and it's always somebody coming behind. You know,
Hmm.
it's just like you say, like get yourself with someone who can give a young man, you know, this information, right? That can pour into him a little bit, you know, when it gets tough, right? That can speak him a little bit off the pedestal when everything going good, right? Like we didn't see, like, yeah, the end result of the play is always cool. But we looking at things like, bro, your stance was messed up, bro. Bro, you took a false step right there, fam. Like, yeah, you came and broke up the pass, but you know,
Could have had a pick.
you could have had a pick,
Mm-hmm.
right? When I watch a quarterback, I want to see if you're gonna stand in there versus that A gap blitz. I want to see that because guess what? At the next level, you roll out, you're gonna get your ass ran down by a D lineman.
Hmm.
Let,
You
let me
know,
ask
so
y'all this: can we highlight some high school players that been popping out to y'all?
I don't see Axe ran.
Yeah, I got a couple, man.
Shout out Wayne.
Shout out Wayne Harris, man. You talking about a guy that lines up, technique. He a technician. He do everything right. He don't take no plays off. And also, when his other teammates making plays, he the first one in the end zone celebrating with them. It's stuff you can't teach, but that is a true dog. And
Wayne
Competitive.
is different, bro. Wayne is
Blocking
Wayne for Kennedy,
downfield.
bro.
walking downfield, just being a team player, bro. You just
Stay here.
He's just that guy, bro. I think he's my favorite player right now in the state of West Virginia, bro, on the high school level.
He's not. He for like since for a couple years, bro. He the best thing that came out of the city for a couple years.
What? What did you just say though? He playing for who?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said you say he playing for who?
He goes to Huntington High School.
Oh, you talking?
Nah, that's not what he said. He
Oh,
play. Who is he playing for here?
What I said. Let me. I ain't.
I think he said he playing for KJ. He playing for something bigger than him.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
He a
He
loose
playing,
cannon, bro. He a loose screw.
yeah, and that's the thing.
He
You see
can
the
control
passion.
loose screws.
So that's his pain. Like we said earlier, find your pain, right? That may be, bruh. He's so, because no one knows how good KJ was. Like no one seen him practice shit.
Nah,
Bruh, Cuz was a whole problem, bruh. He was a walking headache, bruh.
Bro, he's seen shit before it happens, and that's like, bro, that's what Wayne got. He'd
But
see
then
a play before it happened.
to see Wayne, oh man, bro, it was like, what is, bro? Like, bro, I hate to even do this, bro, but it was like some reincarnation type shit, bro. It's like he got everything KJ had,
but
Plus a little bit more.
plus like the mental John, KJ like just wanted to run by you for real. Like that was his thing, bro. He wanted to run past niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Like Wayne running routes, bro. Wayne that dude on defense, like Who else, bro? Who else? Because we can do this for an hour on Cuz. Shout out,
It's way
Cuz.
long.
Shout
Shout
out,
out to
buddy.
Ray Harris, man.
All
Keep
that.
doing what you're doing, bro. Keep being the leader, bro, on the North.
Nah, facts.
What else
But
you
these,
got, Rand? You said you
but
got a
these,
couple.
let me say something before we go to the next person, bro. But these are the guys that we're going to be generating at Charleston Leadership Academy's football program. That is the
type of guys. Yeah,
that's the type of guys we're gonna be, and I ain't gonna say generating. That's the type of guys we want, you know. And we can
No,
be
but
that.
I think it can be built, bro. I think
Yeah,
it can be
you're
built,
right.
not for everybody, right? Like
You're right,
he
you're
just
right.
got it, right?
Yeah,
It's, he just happened to got it. I think a lot of it, bro. I just want to bring like to his inner circle, bro.
yeah, definitely.
Like he got a mean inner, like, cause I can remember in the group text before we actually got to communicating with Wayne and some of his people. Like we was all shouting out the moves they was making. Like,
Right.
bruh, whoever with Cuz, they know it. They know a little something. You mean? Because he was in all the right places, right? You look at his social media. His social media is clean, right? Like he ain't on there talking about the things that young people talk about at times. Like a lot of the stuff was being done the right way, So definitely shout out to the inner circle, man, buddy.
Right.
Particularly.
Anytime you committed before your senior year, bro, it's like there's some people in your ear that's talking the right things.
Yep, because a lot of people go into their senior year still chasing, not realizing, bro, time
Chase
ain't
is
your
over.
friend.
Man, you better chase your bitch, nigga, because nigga, time ain't your friend, boy. Word.
Yeah, man. Oh boy, Harry. Crazy.
So let's move it. Let's keep going. So anybody I want to shout out somebody. I want to shout out somebody, bro, because I ain't there, but I watch what I can. So I stayed up Friday night and I watched Hurricane versus G-Dub. Bro, I want to shout out Lil Mike Turrell, bro. Like he from my hometown, bro. I done watched Lil Cuz grow up. Yeah, Lil Man. I done watched Man grow up, from a grasshopper. You feel me? So, like, bro, but I'm looking at fam and it's like he's moving at a different speed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for those that don't know,
number 9.
That was the guy you kept calling Little Man. I'm like, who Little Man? Your number 9 was out there. Hey, different pace.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. He an undersized kid, and he played a few years at Riverside, and we were not able to see this part of his skill set, just for whatever reason, right? Not bashing nobody, but for whatever reason, you know what I mean? And he get down there, and I'm seeing him stick his foot in the ground, and he doing some different things, and and it's just like, bro, we want more. So shout out to you, man, Big Mike Turrell. Shout out to you as well.
I want to shout out Deron Parks, Doodles, man, the tackle for Hurricane. He was very impactful in the run game and the pass game. He got a lot of room for improvement. He's a great player right now, but I think he can become a way better player. If he keep working, and keep hitting the weight room and things like that. But from what I've seen and the experience of me going against Division I tackles, I think he definitely have what it takes, to become a great offensive lineman. He needs to be around, the what word I'm looking for. He need to be around the environment,
So he need to be. So what you telling me is basically, cuz if he can't cover you, if he, y'all need that one-on-one work, you versus him, ain't it?
Yes, he needs to be going against top tier level, pass rush.
You preparing for something different.
Yeah, because he's SEC type. When you talk about an SEC lineman, he's the size, he's the height.
Man, the size for sure.
You can't coach that, bro. He's an SEC lineman, bro. But I think he needs guys that know about the experience of offensive defensive linemen. And I think, I'm gonna say it right now. I think if I can get with him, and coach him up as far as defending the pass rush or stopping the pass rush, bro, his game can go to a whole nother level.
Nah, that's a fact.
I just want to shout out number 2 for Kaplan Midland. I think his name is Curtis Jones. I might have it messed up or whatever, but That young man, he a dub V commit, but his play speed, I ain't seen nothing like it since I can't even tell you who. Like probably since Hoff, Brees.
Brees. That's
Like
a big one.
I ain't seen no play speed like that in the minute. And bruh, like, don't know high school team want to tackle that man for 4 quarters.
Nah, facts.
That man runs, bruh.
The boy run hard, bro.
I wanna
That matters.
nah, facts. I wanna
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanna shout out the whole and I'm gonna miss somebody because I don't know names, bro. I want to shout out the whole West Side Middle coaching staff, community support system. I'm talking about man. Listen, man, what's being done with the West Side Middle program? Lights out, bro. Lights out. Cause Tim Walton, shout out Tim.
Man, shout out Tim, man.
Like, bruh, but particularly 1, 2, 5, 12, 8, 22. Bro, I can keep going. Bro, them big linemen, bro.
The old lineman, bro. Hey, Cartier,
Bruh.
Jason Martin,
Bruh.
Sideline, Nasir, Sherrod. Yeah, we got him, bro. We got him.
Like what's being done over there, bro, is, man, like this is things that you don't see effect until 10 years down the road.
Mm-hmm.
It takes 10 whole years. A lot of people don't got that kind of patience. Like, it's 2023. We've been at this since 2014. Right? Like, that's 9, almost 10 years, right? Like, it takes that long to see the fruition and the vision come alive. But those, those young men in that program is getting a unique experience, right? Like, you got college level coaches at every position, right? So it's a college level mentality, a college level language that's being had with young men in the 6th, 7th, 8th grade. So when they get to, 11th, 12th grade, freshmen in college, bro, they can hit the ground running.
And I like to say shout out to Tim because, bruh, I think we the only team in the county that's doing it. We got a study hall before practice on Tuesday and Wednesday, and it's like a real study hall. Like, it ain't, you feel me? Like, he be in there on 10. Like, if you not doing no work, bruh,
Word, that's hard,
Tim,
bruh. Like, people don't understand that the importance of having a leader, and Coach Tim says it all the time, bro. Like, he pretty much let the position coaches do their thing, bro, but he construct everything, bro. Like, and that's what makes it so pure about Westside football. Like, Coach Tim did his job and put people around that knows the new game of football. And freshly off in college football, they played at the highest level. Henry, best DB coach in the state. Me, best D-line coach in the state. You talk about experience.
Say that,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a humble guy, and I'm a humble guy. But like, we just speaking the truth. We got Jesse. He know offense, bro. We got Coach E. We got receiver coaches, Coach AD, Coach Colin. Like, we putting people around the kids that actually, that's dealing with experience, bro. Like, new experience, not 30, 40 years ago experience. And that's the thing, man. Coach Tim, bro, shout out, bro. And he was my middle school coach. And to be able to come back and coach for him, under him, to give back, man, it just don't get no better than that, bro. And you're talking about a staff that's on West Side right now, that's gonna be the staff at Charleston Leadership Academy, bro. It's gonna be dangerous, bro. It's gonna be dangerous. We got the best knowledge, the best information, the best firsthand experience, bro, that you want your kid around. So we definitely coming. Yeah.
And that's bro, that's perfect. You said that, because that's what I was gonna use with Tim. Like, it's almost like, and I don't know if he thinks of it like this, but it's almost like similar to what Dion has done in ways, right? Like, you've never really heard Dion talk X's and O's, right? Like, he's talking to the young man's heart, he's talking to the young man's mind, but the CEO mentality of him, as well as Tim, right? is I'm going to surround myself with the best possible young coaches, right? That these young men who are on the team can relate to, and vice versa. And then I'm going to coach them. I coach my coaches, right? You know, and then they in turn coach the players, right? Like, so I think that's dope. And I don't think a lot of people realize like that's what Coach Prime has done.
Word.
Right.
And
Like, I done pretty much watched every video. He never talks football, but he has some of the best coach. He has a head coach at OC who was just a head coach last year. Right. His DC just came from, you know, he came from Nick Saban's tree more recently. You know, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got some guys who Nick Williams, young coach, but a dynamic recruiter who coach, you know, their D lineman.
to
You know what I'm
piggyback on,
saying?
on Coach Tim, what I respect most about him, he been putting me in position. Like before I started coaching at West Side, I probably didn't want to be a substitute teacher or whatever. You know, he's putting me in positions to, you know, to win in life. Like, and I appreciate him like forever for that. So, you
Bro,
know,
he
shout out Coach
grooming you,
Tim
bro.
for that.
Shout out Coach Tim. Shout out Coach
Yeah.
Tim.
Shout out, bro.
What else we got, Kerry? You look like you got something on your mind.
No, I'm just looking at this fan arch for this NIL.
Oh yeah, man. Go put the link up on your bro. First, tell them your
Oh, yes.
social.
Let's take a pause, Mike. Tell them about the link, man. You can take a pause from the conversation real quick, man. Shout out to Kerry Martin, bro. Mike, go in a little depth about the link, bro, about what's going on, man.
So, you know, Kerry has been afforded, you know, many opportunities, but Kerry has already signed with and correct me if I'm wrong, but he already has his sports agent. He already has representation, has some, you know, NIL opportunities, you know, to capitalize off his name, image, and likeness. So we're gonna have Kerry to put the link where you can go get some of his merch. You can get interactive and play the game with Kerry. See some of his workout programs and things that he do week to week in preparation. I don't know the link, but we can definitely plug that here and definitely put
Yeah,
it up on all of our socials as well.
I also got it's free subscription too. Like I got two parts of it. So the workouts and things like that, you know, they cheap. You gotta pay for them. But as far as like jewels and things like that, I got a separate thing for the jewels I drop on a weekly basis, day basis. I try to post daily, if not every other day. And then obviously the merch is a whole nother app. It's called Fan Arch. The previous app I was talking about is called Fan Bases. I post that as well.
We gonna have the link. The link is going to be in the description. The link for to get his merch and the other things going to be in the description. So we will make sure the link is posted in the description once the video is uploaded to the database that we're going to use.
Yep. So shout out to Kerry and, you know, anybody else. I know Chance had some t-shirts. Chance Knox had some merch he was doing back in the
Shout out to Chance. He
summertime.
just went over 1,000 for, you know, 1,000 yards since he been in college. So shout out to Chance for that.
Shout out to Chance. I know Brees bounced back to UC recently. I know they just had a big win. But shout out to all the guys, bro. Big shout out to Derek Pitts, right? Like Derek Pitts, for me, you know, is the one who kind of turned the city up, right? Like, you know, he brought a lot of attention to what we was doing in the city. And a lot of people, I think all of us have reaped the benefits of that. So shout out Reek. Reek, bro, we praying for you. Bro, Reek, we rooting for you. You know, so just continue to, bro, stay healthy, number one, and go to work, bro. Go to work, bro. You know, it's a process. And right now, cuz you fighting for that second contract. So just fight, bro. Every day, bro. Fight, bro. You know. I do want to say, before we get off of here, man, like, bro, I'm so grateful for all of y'all, bro. Like the ones that's on here and the ones that's not on here, man. For entrusting me, for, believing in me in times where, a lot of people was pulling y'all in different directions, bro. Like everyone has stayed down. Everyone has stayed supportive. Everyone has went out and written their own books as far as like the book of life go. You've all went out and gained knowledge in various areas. Most importantly, y'all brought that back to the group. So like I love y'all, bro. Like y'all don't even know, y'all definitely a source of inspiration. Yeah, man, y'all definitely a source of inspiration for me personally. And I know so many others. But I do want to say we're going to try to do this right now, maybe once a week. Get some different faces on, some, different voices on for you guys. Just to chop game, bro. Just to, put it on the flow, put that information on the flow and let's see what it do. I think next one, we can go live, maybe interact a little bit, but it's all about what y'all want to do. I think Turan is about to. You got YouTube?
Yeah, we got a YouTube channel that's gonna be posted on social media. So this video will be uploaded to social media, in a couple of days. Another thing I want to touch on before we end this real quick. You said everybody got their own book, right? Another thing you pointed out the other day when we was communicating in the chat, you was like, you don't think it ever been done. Everybody that was associated with all Locks No Keys have went on to their college program and became captains. You talking about the stages of life and controlling your narrative. I think, can you speak on that, Mike? Like, I think that's like super important because we talking about the first step is how hard it is to obtain any scholarship on any level of football, Division I, Division II. It's how hard it is to get there from a high school player, and then how hard it is to even get on the field at any collegiate level, and then become a captain of your football team, right? So we talking about, can you explain to the people that don't understand the process of how hard it is to obtain something like that?
I mean, essentially, if you become a captain, if you become like you, Turan, like Kerry, like Chance, like Dorian in the past, if you become the face of the media, like the media day, right? Essentially, you're the face of the football program, right? Like you're the voice, you're the face, you're the mind that they chose to come represent, whatever institution or university you at, right? So it's something to be said about the character, the diligence, and just the the overall wherewithal of the young men who've been blessed with that. And to add to that, I think almost every young man who's went to college out our group has been asked to coach. Right, like Ryan, you easily could have got your master's from Eastern Michigan, right? Like Henry easily could be at, either of the two schools he's been at coaching right now today, right? Like Kerry already has opportunities whenever he's finished with football to come back and be a D1 coach. So I think that speaks a lot to you guys as individuals. I think it speaks a lot to the group collectively, because like it was never like we never hated on each other. Like we never stuff that broke down so many never even like was a thought to us, because we knew like, bro, once I get on, bro, I'm gonna reach back. Like I'll just say this about maybe 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, like Cuz hit me. And right, he got all of these thoughts, what he's going to do next with life, right? He can coach in college, he can get his master's for the free, right? He can use the degree he already has to go into high school coaching, right? It's this whole thing. And he'll tell you, I'm like, Cuz, we just need you to put everything on pause for 1 year and rock with Rand. Like, cause I told him, I said, bruh, we can't be on the opposite side of bruh making history. Now, but if it's college that you want to go do and coach in college, then do it, right? Because that's, you come back with a master's, it's gonna help the whole collective as well. But if you thinking about high school, bruh, just go rock with Cuz. And it's led to, like he said, him building a relationship with Tim. You and him getting back closer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all done did high school football the last 2 weekends together. So it's led and gonna lead to so much more. But not to get off track, but it just speaks to, in this group, in this thing of ours, where we want for our brothers as we want for ourselves. And when you come from that, then you get, right, Dorian being named the team captain, you being named the team captain, Kerry being named the team captain, Chance, being named team captain, all y'all doing these various things. It leads to potential coaching opportunities, after football is finished, right? But that just speaks to the character of the whole collective. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the reason why you guys have grown to be captains and faces and, minds of all y'all respective programs.
That's a fact, though.
Yeah. So again, shout out to y'all, bro. Like, y'all the goats, bro. Like this is why what you doing, Rand, is so impactful. And like I told you, bro, a year ago, 2 years ago, when you told me about this, like, bro, everything I got, you get. Everything I know about the DB world, bro, it's only a couple people you can get it from.
Only a couple, and we got.
It's only a couple people that I've given this to, right? It's only a couple people that can even internalize it. I don't have a elementary football mind. Like, we talking, we gonna talk it.
Right.
If we talking DBs, bro, you gotta go see Henry Houchins. That's just what it is.
Man, shout out, man. I need Zah, what's his name? Zah Jackson.
Yeah, from Huntington. Zah
I need
Jackson,
him.
man.
Man,
Put
I
it in
need
front
number
of
4
him,
from
man.
Nitro. I think he only a junior.
Folks
Yeah,
from
we
Man.
Nitro.
coming,
I
man.
think D Stott's son go to Nitro too. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
to him playing in that slot, you feel me? Like, so him, I'm talking about, even bruh, listen, just get what we ain't hard to find.
We ain't hard to find, bro.
We ain't hard to find. Whatever position you is, we gonna see to it that you get, like I say, the best experience, right? I'm not just saying training, the best experience, whether that's training, whether that's in the off season, what you get to experience, whether that's conversations and the mentorship that the brotherhood that we got, right? Like, nothing that we go through in life, bro, do we have to do alone, right? Like, it's somebody who cares, it's somebody who been through that can reach back and give you what you need to get you where you're trying to go.
And if you're doing it alone, you're not in the right circle. That's just simple as that. If you got to do anything in life by yourself, you're not in the right circle. That's what it boils down to.
That's a
Gotta be
fact.
able to lean on each other.
That's a fact. That's a big fact. So, like I say, man, shout out to all of y'all, man. Shout out to all the young kings, man, coming behind us, man. Turan Rush, you know, little man, Measy. Shout the rest of them. I don't know all their names, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the whole yeah.
The
It's a
whole
couple.
West Side, bro. The whole West Side. Y'all got a big week, bro, coming up. Oh, ooh. They at your middle school head, ain't it, Kerry?
Who?
Yeah, West Side play Horseman this week,
Mm.
Yeah.
What they the Eagles? They on the menu.
We gonna see.
walking
Nah,
your
man. But shout out though, like this real talk. I know it's rivalry week, man. But shout out, Horseman got some kids, man. You know
Nah, facts,
that we,
bro.
you know
This
what I'm
is
saying, CLA. We
We
need,
want them.
and we want them, and that's just simple as that, man. Hey, just know we knew, yeah,
and definitely to that point, just to let everybody know, this was just a conversation amongst the homies, bro. We
yeah.
wasn't trying to be too informative. You got any questions on the school, you can definitely reach out to Turan. I know the email is out there. Follow on Facebook, follow on IG, all of that. You know, I know the application process started in January, correct?
Yup.
So, you know, bro, we here. We ain't hard to find. And like you say, bro, we coming.
Shout
We
out them
coming.
pages, Ran.
Huh?
You know the pages, like shout them out, like your IG, your Facebook.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna pull up on my iPad real quick, man. The pages where y'all can follow.
And definitely, man, when he dropped the link to this video for the YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Like I say, the next one we would like to answer some of y'all questions. So if y'all got any questions, go ahead and make a mental note of that. And we're gonna try to do what it do. Show that, Ryan.
Charleston
Right.
Leadership Academy. I know you can't say it. It's a little blurry, but it's Charleston_Leadership_Academy. Follow the Instagram, and then on Facebook, it's Charleston Leadership Academy on Facebook. You know, it got the blue and yellow Argonaut in the profile picture. It ain't hard to find. We coming. We here.
Do you got a CLA Cash App yet, cuz?
Nah, still in the works. Still in the works.
Okay, so we're gonna get that up, bro. If you want to donate, and let me say this. You know, you made a post speaking to how you envision your school to be for the community. So that entrepreneur that, you know, and I don't know, I don't want to miss anything that anyone do, but that barber, that hairstylist, that you know, that person trying to get their janitorial company off the ground, you know, that security firm that you always been dreaming about and just didn't have the opportunity. Like, this is for you as well.
Yes.
Right. That class or that program you've been building in secret and wanting to share. Like, this is an opportunity for everyone, right, to bring what they do and put it back into the earth, right? Put it back into the community so that you can we all can feel whole. We all can feel important because we all are, and we all got something. So if you are one of those people who, you know, been wanting to get involved but never felt like, you know, you could, reach out to Turan. Like he said, build that resume up. And you know, this is for us, by us.
Empowering our people.
Yep. Anybody else got something to say though, for real, before we get off?
No.
Keep chopping wood, cuz.
Well, definitely.
Day by day, week by week.
Yeah. Carry on. Shout out to you, Carry On. Keep your head up, bro. We love you, bro.